Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Wrath, and let's get into it. So, I've gotten everything attached and set up on my station. You can see it here right in front of me. However, I've run into a bit of a problem. I don't have enough air or supplies to create air to pressurize everything on the station. That's not including the cargo bay module there, but I don't have enough to even pressurize the two new modules that I have added on. So I need to go out and get nitrogen because that is the key component that I'm missing. So I've gone ahead and I have set myself up with a little bit of, let's get a nice lateral movement here. I've set myself up for mining, but before I can go mining, I need a mining scanner. Now you can technically go scanning without a mining scanner. It is completely possible. However, it is not as effective as you'd like, and I did a video back in an earlier build on mining. So, sorry about that. So please reference that for the reasoning behind why you should get a mining scanner if you're going to do any mining, because it is largely necessary. Alright, so let's warp to that. Oh, we need to replace our fuel cell. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that done. So that first warp cell has done us well, but it is time for it to retire. What's this one got? This one's got 24%, so this one should be good for a couple of jumps. And this one that we just took out, yeah, is 8% left. I wish there was a way that you could like consolidate the ones that you find. Like if the ship had like an internal supply and it could just drain these all the way out. So like I think I'll probably put that into a video for it to have an internal fuel tank that you can dump the contents into, so you can take several cells and dump them in and then throw them away and have your ship fully fueled. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look. So we're going to go to Everest Station because it is going to be the cheapest place to try and hunt for our target here. And let's... Okay, and I keep forgetting that we're in a polar orbit here, so I'm looking basically up. Alright, so in a few seconds that will go ahead and take us out of here. But what we're going to be looking for is a scanner. So we're going to be going for derelicts. We're not going to be bothering with other objects because we just want the scanner. Anything else that we might find is less important. I still have a deficiency on suits back at base, so I do want to restock and resupply at some point, but it's not... Sorry, it's a little late here. It's not a... Those things are not primary concerns. So I'm just going to take a drink of some good old caffeine here. And the baby is due for her middle of the night wake up. So I think this is the fifth... Oh, yeah, this is the fifth episode that I recorded just for this Memorial Day weekend. So if you're seeing these coming out, these are... I try to stagger these out to try and give myself more time to actually create stuff. So I apologize if you make comments and stuff and you don't see that reflected in the very next video. It's because, pardon me, it's because the videos are not, let's shut that off. The videos are not released at the time of recording, just because it's not a pace that I could keep up. Like if I were to record, edit, and publish a video every single day, that would be, just by itself, that's maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours of my day that I honestly have to spend doing other things. So instead, I take some time on the weekends, every other weekend or so, to spend, 1 or 2 hours or a few hours each day on the weekend to do some recordings and, basically build up a block of time to release out into the future. So I apologize if that is frustrating to you, but unfortunately it is a situation that I have to keep with, because this is not my job. I do have a regular 9 to 5 that that's what pays the bills, and I've got to stick with that. So I've watched these other people that are making a living with YouTube, and that's great for them. It's not the kind of thing that I would want for me, because I'm not that creative. Alright, so we're just about to come out of warp here, and I have been rambling on completely. So scanner, we're going to need that. We can try to pick up the nitrates that we need at the station here. That's around Everest Station, but the probability of that is less than ideal. Let's go ahead and take a quick scan as we're coming in here. Let's see if we can find anything worthwhile. See, because we still got a lot of people hanging around here. That's very tempting. Just because that outpost is probably it's probably been raided quite effectively by now. Just because you should never ever make your, unless you've got a base that's like ironclad and you're just using it as bait. Like, I would put a station here if, let's take a look at these guys here. Yeah, see, like, I would come after this guy only if I had a reason to go after him, and I honestly don't think that it would be worth the fuel to jump over there. So instead, let's go ahead and target this group here. Reduce our speed way down. Okay. Alright, so see, this is what I'm talking about. If you've got the warp capabilities. Oh wait, I forgot to initialize that. Alright, rescan. Get rid of this custom orbit. Here we go. Okay, just cancel that. Target these guys. Warp 2. Warp speed 2. Okay, so that's going to be perfect. So let's initialize that. Turn our ship just this way So this is the part where you can squeeze just a ton of efficiency out of this ship by using the warp cell detonators. Because now I'm going to have like a 10-second warp from point A to point B. And I'm kind of mad at myself for not using it earlier, because I probably could have extended the life of that fuel cell quite a bit further. But the goal is to actually get a class 3 or class 4 warp cell detonators so that we can get up to warps 4 and 5. I think, yeah. Because, see, like, look at that. 10 seconds, jumped right in on top of them. Alright, so we're just going to move into these guys real quick here. Get ourselves in close proximity. Set up for this, and then get going. Don't want to have to do any of this too much. And I'd like to grab the salvage, but I don't have the resources, so again, it's a waste of my time if I don't. Oh, too far. Okay. Let's get within 40 meters of these guys here real quick. Around. Okay, and match. Perfect. Alright, let's get to it. Again, we want to make sure that because I've already still got like parts and junk laying around. I can't really afford to waste any time on anything that is not clearing up the issue of my lack of resources, specifically nitrogen. So we're gonna have to do something. Oh, that's a drink for everybody. Forgot the helmet again. For those of you that don't know, we made a drinking game out of my terrible habit of forgetting to put my helmet on or close my helmet. So every time that happens, anybody that's watching that didn't see it coming, or anybody, well, just basically anybody that's playing the game, if I forget, and you didn't yell at the monitor to say, put your stupid helmet on, then you got to take a drink. Oh, that's a battery. We need that for the mining, the upcoming mining. What do you got? Okay, we'll take that. That's got some nitrate materials. Not much, but it'll do. Every little bit helps. Okay. But, okay, another battery. We'll take that. Oh, wrong button. Wanted to stabilize. Take that other battery. There's a couple of warp cells, but I'm like, oh, we're taking that. Hell yeah. Been looking for one of those for days. What is it? Nitrate minerals as well. We'll take you. Nothing up top here. Oh, another raw resource canister. Full of dry ice. I don't care about you. As rough as that seems, it's a waste of materials for me right now. I need to focus purely on target, on task. I am taking the opportunity to grab things that forward my goals, but I am not wasting any more time on superfluous stuff that does not at least get me moving towards the things that I need. And what I need is to be able to pressurize that new part of the station. Oh, that helps me for jump purposes, so we will take it. I don't need that because that's a class 1. Oh, take that guy. Is that all nitro? Nope, it's oxygen. Okay, perfect. We'll actually use that guy right now. Okay. Oh, another battery. Again, we want to have as many of these as we can get, because right now our battery limitation, since we can't recharge any batteries on our little ship here, we're limited on what we can actually do by the number of batteries we can carry. So if we can carry 12 batteries, then we can do 24. Okay, it doesn't look like we've got any scanners in here. Big stinking waste of time. Helmet. Alright, what do we got? Nitrogen. I will keep that. What do you got? Dry ice? Couldn't care less. Alright, so that's everything that I can get off of these, but we did get a few of those generators, so we can go ahead and start prepping for our needs. Okay, close the outer door, pressurize. Breathe in this thing. Did you see anything? No, sir. I did not see you playing with your dolls again. Sorry, I'm nerding out. Alright. Toss these up here for now. Alright, shut the door. Pull away from these guys. Yeah. Actually, before we do that, let's go and fix the parts that we just gathered. Ooh, a little indigest in there. Plenty of batteries. No, no, no. These will give us a nice boost to our power, so that gives us double the power output that we had before. Well, no, sorry, double the storage, not the output. Output's the catalyst up on top, which fortunately I've got a really good one. I feel like I wish there was a door here. Be able to block off everything. Alright, so let's go ahead and start taking a look. Rescan. Alright, so we can go ahead and get rid of this orbit here. warp to that one. Okay, again, this is another near instant warp. Okay, roll that, see if I can get that behind the console. Yep, there we go. Alright. No, I said, oh, damn it. Don't do that. There we go. Centered and good. Those other derelicts are drifting away. And let's see what we've got here. 1, 0. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get in close with these guys here. Oh, that's painful to look at. Alright, so 50 seconds till we're like right on top of them. Probably more like 30. And again, we're looking for, we've got enough batteries now, because I've got 8 batteries, which should be enough for almost 16 cans. And I don't plan to do that much mining with this ship. Like, if this were the mule, then I would definitely look to do more. Okay. So we gotta get within 100 meters of this thing. Match. Alright, that's close enough. Let's dump out these batteries if we can. Put that over there. We might pick up as many as 4 more, but I think that would be the max on batteries for what this ship can handle. Close that down. But I don't know what the point is. If they're able to get through this first door, then I'm screwed because I've got freaking hacking tools right there. Helmet on. Lord Helmet. Okay, I'm getting a little punch drunk. Alright, so now it is time for us to go and explore these. Again, we're looking for a mining scanner, first and foremost. Everything else that might show up is a bonus only. Okay, this resource can dry ice. We'll go ahead and let that go because we don't need it. There's another warp cell that we again don't need and don't really have the room for. So I'll leave it for somebody else who might come by and find it. Beginning to think we may have to craft a scanner of our own, which we should have the necessary materials with everything that we've got at this point. It's just whether or not two more batteries, fine. We can deal with two more. For those of you who haven't seen it, I've got a video where I put together a compressed time process of me mining. I think it was like almost 40 cans worth of raw materials, which is kind of the point of mining in this game. You want to go big or go home, because you're not going to get a lot otherwise. Okay, let's shoot over to this one. And if this one doesn't work, then we're gonna get enough materials. We're gonna drain parts of the rest of the station until we can get enough to get access to the fabrication module, and then we're going to fabricate a scanner for ourselves, because this is getting ridiculous. I've noticed that the spawn rate on these mining scanners has gone way down in the recent build. Watch that. After saying that, it's going to show up, right? I say that, I say, oh, yeah, they just don't seem to spawn ever. And then it's like, oh yeah, they spawn. They spawn right in front of you, dingleberry. Okay, there's a can there. What are you? I'm not going to bother with it. It's too many cans floating around. Crowbar. Wait, what was that? Oh, that's just part of the... We're upside down now. Which is always a cool way to view the world. Another torch. I don't need that. So this one looks like it's a bust too. Alright, we're gonna have to work our way to the fabrication module and just figure something out here. Yeah, there's no point. Alright, where's the pony? Ah, there she is. Trying to hunt one of these things down is just pointless at this juncture. I'd have better luck just going and building the scanner that we need. So that is what we're gonna do. So I'm going to go ahead and head back to the station and build us, or try to jury rig ourselves a way to get through the power supply module that is depressurized to the fabrication module, so that we can get ourselves in and out of the station and get everything working. Close the outer door and pressurize. Hopefully all of this will go well. Until next time, I'm Wrath. If you've enjoyed this series and if you're really liking it, I'm really enjoying the information, the comments that people are leaving, and I definitely try to respond to comments that you leave. I may not always get to them in a timely fashion, just because, again, My schedule is not always conducive to that kind of thing, but I try to get to it as best I can. So in the meantime, please like and subscribe and let me know how I'm doing, and I will catch you on the flip side.